Welcome back, champions, to the Banner Saga. One of the worst, series of events has happened. A long time ago, we rescued a guy named Onif. We let him join our group. He came with, a bunch of warriors. And Echo, who is this tyrant and was killing all these people, we later let him join. Now, unfortunately, Onif turned on us in the last episode. He stabbed us in the guts. He killed Oddleaf and kidnapped Elite. That's right. So we're heading in the woods to hunt him down like a dog, and we're going to kill his ass. So let's get to it. We just finished battling some of his warriors. We killed them, and now it's Onif's turn. Better be, anyway. "Where's Elite?" shouts Ivor, tearing through the nearest bandit. But you're already hobbling into the deep woods where they disappeared, ignoring the battle raging behind you. In a haze of pain, you start to think you've lost their tracks. Then you hear Elite screaming in the distance, followed by silence. If he kills Elite, I swear to God. Oh my goodness. You tear through the trees. In a small clearing, Elite lies with her back against a tree. Her hands and her clothes are covered in blood. She stares vacantly ahead, unblinking. Oh my goodness. Beside her is the body of Onif. Yes! An arrow buried into his right eye. Is it placed there by hand? She looks in your direction and then at Onif. I killed him. Good for you. Good. Elite, I love you. You're the best. Oh my goodness. Thank goodness you killed that jerk. For Oddleaf. Elite, are you alright? You cringe as much from the pain as the appearance of Elite after her bloody struggle with Onif. Oh my goodness. No, the last thing in the world Elite wanted to do was kill a human. I'm not hurt. I had no choice. Dad, your chest. You're bleeding. Suddenly, she's at your side, putting pressure on the wound. I can fix this. Where's my needle? Oddleaf! Anyone! She doesn't know Oddleaf is dead. Oh no. Ivor! I found her! I found them! Just as your sight goes black, you see Ivor and Elite standing over you. Well, Ivan can heal me. Dude, I cannot believe the series of events. He's going to make it. Your eyes open to the sound of Elite's voice. Normally, a wound like that, I only hope I did enough. I'll survive. Dad! Elite stops herself from hugging your bandaged chest, pulling your head to her instead. The words come out easier than you expected. Oddleaf? Everybody, we know she's dead. We saw her get killed. It's a good thing Ivan was there. No way! She's gonna pull through! Though it was a nasty wound! Yes! Dude! Oddleaf is okay? We managed to kill most of those traitorous sons of bitches and the rest fled into the woods. There were a lot of people I couldn't save, but you saved Oddleaf! Dude, I thought she was dead. And then there's the guy that was dead a long time ago, but anyway. You did everything you could, Ivan. Nobody expects you to raise the dead. Ivan frowns deeply, putting a hand to his forehead. Why did Onif do this, Rook? He was talking to you right before it happened. He had been planning it all along. He thought my leadership would get us killed. I don't know. Yeah, I honestly, I don't know. Because he's insane. I have a good idea. Echo killed a good half dozen of Onif's men by himself. He told me Onif was running Frostfeller the whole time. What? So, it was really Onif that was running Frostfeller, not Echo. He left Frostfeller behind when he saw a better opportunity. Guess that relationship is over. Echo was always just the barking dog you put in the yard to find out who your enemies are. It was no accident Onif went after those of us from Skogr. You must have thought with us gone, he'd take the banner and the rest would fall in line. So it was Onif who was the bad guy all along. Or at worst, they take all the supplies for themselves and leave the rest as dredge bait. We have to be more careful. We can't just let anyone join the caravan anymore. I guess he's kind of right. I keep letting everybody join. I haven't, like, said no to anyone. Where do you draw the line, Ivor? We'll be more cautious. No, nothing changes. We're not like him. Yeah, I don't want to piss off Ivor, but I kind of just feel like... I don't know. What do we do? You're a better person than I, Rook. None of this changes the fact that Bellower is out there somewhere, following us. The swamp around Sigurholm might buy us some time, but we've got to keep moving. Your body aches all over, but Ivor's right. The road calls. The caravan is already starting to pack up camp. Dude, I can't believe Oddleaf is still alive? Dude, we gotta check it out. She is, dude! She's still alive! Yeah! Oh, man! This changes everything! I was so gutted, and now there's hope again. Okay. So I think we should talk to Oddleaf, since she should be dead, but is miraculously alive. How is the wound? You notice Oddleaf wince as she rises to greet you. Man, I can't believe she's, like, still with us. I was so upset. It's doing a lot better. When I saw it happen, I thought for sure, oh, well, I'm really glad you would have missed me, Rook? She smiles. Yeah. Without Ivans, that's all you could have done. Instead, you'll have to put up with my crap a little longer. It still aches, like you wouldn't believe, though. Oh, maybe you would. Heard you took a stabbing yourself. I guess things could have gone worse. How are you doing? What do you think about the caravan? I'll let you get some rest. Well, we'll go through the choices here. I'm doing alright. Sometimes it's lonely since my husband died. I guess I'd say it's more like being alone, even surrounded by all these people. Not like I don't have enough to worry about, though. I'm glad to have Elite around. Now, I've recently discovered that Elite is Alette. Her name is supposed to be Alette, but I don't care. It's going to continue to be Elite as long as I'm reading it. So, Elite it is! And you, Rook. What do you think about the caravan? You mean, should we start kicking people out? That's a tough one. Usually, I'd be the first to give you a dirty look for suggesting it. On the other hand, I got a sword in my back. I'll leave things for a long moment before sighing. Don't send anyone away. It's not the plan. I don't think we're going to. Just make sure nothing happens to Elite. You think about what to say. I'll let you get some rest. Okay, thanks. I'll take you up on that. You know, you're welcome to keep me company. Yeah! When I'm a little more awake, I mean. I'll talk to you later. I see a future stepmom in Elite's future. Okay, moving along to... Well, we'll talk to Ekkel. Ekkel, of course, is the brother-in-law to Onif, who stabbed us in the guts. Look who it is! Still not dead. How are things, Rook? I can never guess with you, Ekkel. I heard you helped drive off the traitors when Onif attacked us. And it leaves me always wondering, what's your deal? I'm not so hard to understand. Why don't you try asking instead of telling? Why didn't you warn us about Onif? Why did you stick with him? You're welcome to stay with us. I want you to leave. We're not going to kick Echo out. Echo's our crazy town person. Every town has a crazy man. Didn't I? How many times did I have to call him a traitor before you got the message? What do you want me to say? Watch out, Onif's gonna murder your whole family? He didn't fill me in on the details. He was always like that. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if he tried to convince you to off me. But listen, I don't need to know. Just keep it to yourself. Okay, why did you stick with him? I don't know, Rook. Family makes you do weird things. You know what the worst part is? We became kin when he married my sister. She died of a fever one night. But she didn't. She wasn't sick. He killed her. I don't know why he did it. Maybe he just felt like it. I was so furious. I got so angry that I wanted him to beg. I could kill him without a second thought, but that wasn't enough. I wanted him to feel sick about it. Puke his guts out. And somehow, that turned into, over time, he never cared. And I gave up, and did what he wanted. Don't know how it happened. But when I attacked you in Frostfeller, guess I'll just say it wasn't my idea. Did he attack us? He didn't really attack us at Frostfeller. See, I don't know. I think sometimes the choices you make, the story has one, like, reaction to it. Like, if we had gone into the castle, we may have fought him, but we didn't go into the castle, so we've never even seen Echo until we left. But there was a lot of storyline as if we had. And then the fact that Eggle's supposed to still be alive when he's not, I don't know. There's some glitches here, some things that don't line up. But anyway, you're welcome to stay with us. I want you to leave. I need to get going. Well, you're welcome to stay with us, because I like Crazy Echo. Had no plans to go anywhere. So you're going to let me walk around with my own axe and everything? That doesn't mean I'm not watching you. I can accept that. You're a good man. Echo kind of sounds like Macho Man Randy Savage. That's how I picture him. I need to get going. And I need to take a piss. You're not the only busy man around here, you know. You shake your head as Echo steps away from the camp. Oh, yeah. Alright. Training heroes rest. Let's go look at our heroes. Everybody's good. We have 14 renown. We have a Vibram silver brooch. There's also an item I got in a redo. Because what's happening sometimes is I go off, and then when I come back, I have to start further back than I was, and then I catch up. And we start again, and in the redo, remember the puzzle back at the Godstone that was broken into 3 pieces, that as we walked it lined up? Well, the second time I went through it, I tried the puzzle box once, and then I went to bed, and when I woke up, I figured out how to open the puzzle box, and I got it. So we have it, and it's 1 will per turn, and plus 3 willpower. It's pretty nuts. And I think we give that to Ivan, since he uses the most willpower. And here, oh, we got some gloves, plus 3 strength. And we also have 1 strength deflected. Okay, well, I'll give the 1 strength deflected to Echo. which I can't because it's a level 3. Well, then what do we do? Elite already has an item, but is it a good item? That's the question. So, Elite's item is... Oh, her brooch. 15% dodge strength attacks. Yeah, I like that. I'm going to keep that on her for the time being. And we'll put the brooch on nobody, since nobody's level 3. Oh, Oddleaf is. Okay. We'll put the brooch on Oddleaf. And so that gives her, I just have to see it again, 1 strength deflected. Alright. We'll get something more appropriate for her later. Now, I guess we're good to go. There's no shop here, because we're just set up camp. So, we got 8 days supplies, and we are going to get back on the road. Now, of course, we're hoping Juno will eventually catch up to us before all that madness happens. That was kind of what we were thinking about. So, you know, okay, a flurry of snowfall seems to come out of nowhere and quickly thickens until you are unable to see the man in front of you. You shout out a complete halt, but the screaming winds drown out the sound. A day passes before the blizzard abates and clansmen start to reappear from the snowdrifts. It quickly becomes apparent that not everybody is where you last saw them, and a quick search of the area is not enough to recover all the missing clansmen. Okay. Well, make a bonfire and wait for missing members to return. Make a thorough search for lost clansmen. Ask volunteers to scout the immediate area. Move on, saying a blessing for the lost, or commit an hour to an hour more searching before departing. Let's make a thorough search for lost clansmen. Or should we have scouts? It takes time to establish proper search teams, but you devise a way to quickly cover as much ground as possible. After a full day of searching, you find many survivors, but your success are dampened by a number of frozen bodies and others who have simply vanished. Disheartened, you return to travel. So we lost 21 clansmen and 1 day of supplies. I'm trying to keep as many people as possible. I mean, obviously, the goal is to grow our numbers as large as we can. The bigger the army, the better. The villagers here are completely oblivious to the destruction that is coming. All we've seen is some dark figures far off, they tell you. Aside from a few young families, they're reluctant to pick up their things and join you. Okay, well, we gained 15 clansmen. And we can go to the market. Look at these items. Man! I wish we had more renown, because there's so many cool items in this game. Anyway, attacks never deflected. Plus 10% chance, 2 times strength damage. That is kind of sick. I like that. Etterfang, plus 3 will per kill is kind of good. I don't like the kill ones as much. Because then it means you kind of have to focus on getting kills with certain characters. But, I mean, that's pretty good. Plus 3 will is pretty awesome. It means you can use your will, 3 will, to get a kill, and then you get it all back. It's good. Okay, we can just move on from here. Oh, wait. Never mind. Let's get some supplies. I think we can level up... Okay. Before I do this, let me just quickly check to see if I can level Ekel to 2. Or Nid to 2. So Nid, no. And Ekel, I think, can go to 2. And it only costs 5. No, he can't either. So I've also discovered down here, so when he gets 2 kills, he levels up. And same with Nid. When she gets one more kill, she'll level up. So, I'm pretty sure that's what that means. And then if you look here, she needs 14 to level up, and she has 20. So she's quite past the level up. And if we put Ivan in, we'll see that he is max level, I think. Because it just says 6 kills and there's no to level up. So possibly level 5 is max. Which, I don't know. If it is, then I feel like I've made some bad decisions in leveling up some of my guys. However, I don't know. I don't know for sure if that's the max, but I think it is, which is not good. At least on Ivan, it seems to be that he's not going to level up to 6. So it makes the choices you make even more important, where you put your stats. You notice most of the Varl pacing while others sleep. Their brief conversation with each other and other clansmen grow shorter and sharper. Go away, roars one Varl at a young girl, asking him too many questions. All the clansmen stop and stare. Break the tension by making a joke. I'm impressed you've kept it together this long. Send the Varl ahead in the caravan to put some space between you. What is wrong with you? Well, we can either break the tension or just tell them that we're impressed you've kept it together this long. The thing is, that might be insulting though, isn't it? So let's just make a joke. Comedians are good. I think you just ruined her dream of marrying a Varl boy, you say, timing your smile just right. The giant grins, then throws back his head with booming laughter. Other Varl join in the mirth, and the caravan feels a bit uplifted for it. The giant explains, we live in the north for its space. Endless miles of snow, ice, mountains, fields, space to be alone. But here, there is no time for such things. Understanding slowly trickles through the caravan, relieving some of the tension. But we still have poor morale. I totally left that place without buying supplies. Oh my goodness. My goodness, my goodness. I could have bought 14 renown worth of supplies there. Darn it. A group of men with broad shoulders and thick cloaks approach the caravan. They might be outlaws. You hear nearby, and the idea quickly ripples through the clansmen. One of the strangers approaches, saying, we've run out of food. Any help would be welcome. His hard eyes reveal nothing of his motivations. Offer no food, but inform them of the dredge. Ask them how they came to be here. Fight with us and earn your food. Decline to help the strangers. Offer them a few days' worth of supplies. They can join us, and they will get food. The men look surprised by your offer. In short order, they join the caravan and start sharing tales and drinks. Unfortunately, it is less than a day later that you discover they vanished along with a sizable portion of your supplies. We now have no supplies. It's fantastic. See how my kindness gets me into trouble constantly? And now people are dying. It's great times once again on the road with the Rook. And we're at a Godstone. We'll see what this one looks like. It's pretty cool. Actually. Pretty cool. I think there's a lot of replay value with this game. I think it would be cool to play it like totally harsh, killing everyone and not being nice to anybody. I think that would be fun. But I'm going to try to play this as, you know, a good guy, as a hero, trying to help people, as opposed to, you know, playing it bad. or neutral. Anyway, the imposing godstone, Bjorulf, approaches. His severe visage makes it feel like he's watching you even now. The caravan spreads out, happy to be free of confining forests and in open fields. Hogan pulls you aside to show you some red berries growing on an ash tree that looks like it was chopped down long ago. These shouldn't be growing here, he says excitedly. I haven't seen these in a long time. He and Mogan busily go about collecting the berries. In fact, in honor of Bjorulf, some of the caravan crack kegs of mead and wine before anyone can stop them. To the only god that matters, they shout. Everyone drinks, and you're glad for the merriment that has swept over the caravan. Inspect the godstone. You look up at the godstone. Bjorulf's head surrounded by images of casks and drinking horns. Though he was always depicted as being stern, Bjorulf was one of the most popular gods of men and Varl, the one who taught them how to brew. It seems like more than a coincidence that the long fields around Bjorulf's stone have always been excellent for growing anything you could need for a good drink. We're going to join the merrymakers. Join Hogan in collecting berries. What exactly are these, you ask Hogan? When I would travel to Bjorsgard with my father, sometimes he'd buy us a few of these. Couldn't be a luckier find. See for yourself. You try one and can feel energy returning to your tired limbs. Not taking a few more would be a wasted opportunity, you figure. As the hours become later, the caravan is eventually ready to get back on the road. The day by Bjorulf's stone is one of the few memories that hasn't been tarnished by the specter of bad fortune. You think to yourself, yeah, nice going. Now we're going to have some bad fortune. We gained some Thistleberry. That's good. We could use some supplies because I'm a moron. There's the town coming up. Hopefully they got supplies there. Fingers crossed. Reinavik. An old man sits astride an overgrown portion of trail. You lost, you ask? He adjusts the leather strap on his head and says, no, are you? He jumps up and shuffles towards the caravan, his tattered clothes revealing no weapons. Well, I've seen better, the old man says, peering into the supply wagons, but I'll join you. He stands next to a fighter, throws his beard over his shoulder and puffs up his chest. The fighter grins and the stranger exhales, asking, what are we waiting for? Lead the way. You're welcome to join if you can keep pace. Who are you and what are you doing out here? Call me Unnar, or anything else you like, the old man says. A man goes where he pleases, doesn't he? Stern look is more comical than intimidating, but you stop looking for answers. You're welcome to join if you can keep pace. Keep pace, the old man puffs through his mustache. No fleeter than old Unnar. And, husbands, mind your wives. I'm cursed with the golden tongue, not silver. The caravan enjoys a good laugh as they start moving again. So does that mean he's actually...
is more of a smattering of farmhouses than a proper town. Though judging by stray dredge stalking through empty fields, it is barely even that anymore.
Okay, there are dredge here? Reinavik comes and goes as a long series of farmhouses, abandoned and crawling with dredge. The farmers have probably already fled to Bjorsgard. You try to hurry past, but are eventually spotted. Dredge start ambling in your direction. Time to fight. What is that? Points out Oddleaf, up near one of the longhouses. In the distance, a large person, clothes seemingly covered in blood, is cursing loudly and stumbling about. He staggers into a longhouse, laughing. The dredge, heading your direction, turn back, roaring, and begin to pound on the longhouse doors. They seem to be holding a grudge against this particular person. You doubt the door will hold long. Okay, we're going to go get this guy because obviously he's a badass and we want him with us. Rush to help. Against my better judgment, we should probably do something, you say. The others agree, even though it means putting them all at risk. As you quietly approach, the dredge have managed to splinter the door and break through. Hey! Shouts Varl, wearing all red, standing on the other side of the dredge. Came all the way up here just for me. He seems unconcerned about the dredge as he hoists his enormous sword. Hey, we gained Scarlet Feather. Cool. So we have Sigbjorn and Rook and Ivor and Elite. And we should start leveling up other guys. So Ekkel and Nid. Should be good. Sigbjorn is a level 5, level 4 Rook, level 4 Ivor, level 4 Elite, and Ekkel and Nid. Or should we throw in Kumar? I don't like Kumar. Well, maybe I like Kumar. I don't know. I think this is good. I'm content. See if we can't get our level 1s another kill so they can be level 2s. Okay, dredge, here we come. We got a bunch of shield dudes and a bunch of ranged guys and then one warrior. Okay. Now, should we just face them on one side or should we face them on all sides? I think it's better to bunch up on one side, honestly. Well, okay. Ready, Freddy. So does he have, he does, Tempest. You know what? I really should have just gone there to begin with. If I go there now, he won't have any willpower. He'll have 1 willpower. Okay. It's just too good of an opportunity to miss. Yeah, he doesn't have any willpower left. Or he can't use willpower on Tempest. Okay. But anyway, being able to hit all of those dudes is pretty good. So we can just attack from here. And we can do almost lethal. Possibly that will give Nid or Ekkel a kill, which will level them up. Okay, maybe now it won't. But I'm going to go for shields on this guy. Perfect. See, the splinter effect works really well when you keep them all together. Okay, we'll get in there for the end, hopefully. And level up for Ekkel. And this is Elite, so Elite will just move straight ahead. And she can do some shield damage for 4. And Nid. Yeah? Is that Nid? I don't think I can get to this guy. So, maybe some shield damage as well from Nid. I kind of wanted to leave the shield guys till later. But I don't want to get in anybody's way. So I'm going to do shield damage here for 2. Now, we can Tempest here, which will give us the kill on this guy. Alright, well, unfortunately, I can't mark prey. Because I didn't set that up really well. And... I can get to you. I can get to you. I can do more damage to you. I can do 4. And we're going to do some more shield damage. No. No, changed my mind. No battering ram, but we'll do shield damage. For 5. Okay. So if I move right in here, I can get the kill there. And elites can get the kill here. Beautiful. There goes Ivor, already out. However, we're going to head behind Rook. And we're going to have to bird's eye for 3. Well, we're going to move in because I think I could probably kill this guy. And I can. Which leaves them with 3 guys. We're at a pretty heavy advantage here. See, if I could get in there, I could mark a prey. But that didn't work. Maybe for next turn, we'll set it up so that we're at least able to do that. Do some shield damage. Though I should leave him for last, to be honest. Okay. If I move to here, and I use guts, I will knock everybody away. Nice. Move elite up, and nothing there, nothing there. Very good. Fortunately. Like I said, I really want to get these guys out. Do 2 shield damage here. Oh! Wow. It was pretty vicious. We're going to try to do shield damage because on Rook's turn, now it's not as good. So yeah, never mind. I was going to say on Rook's turn we'll mark a prey and then he'll get hit by everyone, but that's not going to happen anymore. So I'm going to abandon that, and I'm going to come over here. And I'm going to do, I think, 5 damage. Okay. So I have to keep going after the shield guy with elite because she's not in range of anybody else. So 5 damage. Can't do any damage there. You do 2. I'll do shield damage to this guy. And this would actually be a very good time to use Tempest. Which actually didn't really hit as hard as I was expecting. I guess he was only at 7 strength. But I expected that to do a lot more. Alright. We kick him out. And we can take out this guy. And when we get back to Rook, we'll be able to mark prey. And everybody should be around the shield bearer if he's still alive at that point. Okay, we'll go right to there. Do some more shield damage, and now Rook. Mark prey. For the win! Fantastic. Well, we're starting to get things back on the right track, champions. Thanks for joining me once again in more of the Banner Saga, and I will see you next time in the Banner Saga. See you then!